Our village was the most beautiful place. We came from Göçe, from Tavulca village. My father was Ahmedov Cabbar Aliyoglu and my mother was Ahmedova Göhver Qasımqızı. In 1988, we became refugees. I became disabled. My father wanted to take me to the doctor, but then something came up and he couldn't. I'm a Group 2 disabled person. On 4th of March, my father passed away. 6 months later, we became refugees. It was around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening when we were forced out of our village. Neighbors and my mother said, "No, I will not go anywhere." But they put us on a truck and sent us away. It was me and my 2 brothers. We came to Shunuk. Armenians blocked our way with several vehicles. Afterwards, we stayed in Kazakh for 8 months. We commemorated my father's death anniversary there. After the memorial, we came to Baku. My brother was conscripted in 1992 on 10th of June. Later, he was wounded and returned home. My elder brother served 6 years in the army and my younger brother 4 years. We endured a lot of hardship. Until the day my mother passed away, she always used to say, "For God's sake, if only they would let me kiss the soil of our land just once and then return back. Every single moment of that land is like gold for us. We still have hopes that we will return to Western Azerbaijan. The very first thing I would do is to visit my father's grave." I'm originally from Western Azerbaijan. I was born in September 1969 into a family of doctors. Almost everyone in our family was an intellectual. My father worked as a doctor in the village for many years. I myself completed my schooling in the village of Amirkhair in the Karabakh district. Before the refugee tragedy began in 1988, I had been admitted to the university. When displacement started, I was a first-year student. On 2nd of December, our village was practically the last one to be expelled. For an entire year, I did not see my parents. At that time, my father was about 53 or 54 years old. To lose everything, home, property, the land, where I was born and raised, is something I now understand very deeply. I don't want to remember that day. My elder brother was a Group 1 disabled person. Life as refugees was so unbearable for my father that my brother would often ask him, "Father, all of you can walk, but I can't. Will you take me with you or will I be left behind?" And my father would reply, "If I cannot take you, then I will surrender too. Let us both die. But no matter what, I will carry you on my shoulders. I will take you." We lived through so much pain, so much suffering. This is my brother's life story. The deep impact of those years also affected me. At a very young age, I became ill. At first it was heart failure, later I was diagnosed with cancer. It has now been 10 years that I have been living with this disease. I have 1 son and I am married. Our village was located 2 villages higher up. Many times I imagine a bus stopping in the village of Charkak and I am waiting for the route that goes to our village so that I can return home. My greatest wish is to visit the graves of my grandmother, my father's mother, and my father's uncles. My father and mother are originally from Western Azerbaijan, from the village of Tavulca in the Göçe region. In 1988, they were forcibly displaced from their ancestral homeland. I was born in Baku, yet for some reason the places of Göçe feel closer and more meaningful to me. Perhaps it is the memories told by my grandparents and parents that connect me to that land. It feels as if part of my childhood was spent there. The strange thing is that I have never once seen those places with my own eyes. I have only known them through videos and old photographs and never in person. The memories of my grandfather and grandmother have always been so sweet and touching that I often felt as though I had walked in those places myself, climbed those mountains and drank water with them from the icy springs. Especially when my grandfather spoke about the meadows, the waters and the nature of that land, I felt as if I too had been there in spirit. Currently, I work at Khazar Television. We have prepared and broadcast stories on many different topics, but one of the most impactful stories for me was about Western Azerbaijan. It focuses on the history of Western Azerbaijan, covering the years 1905 and 1918, during which a horrific massacres took place. In the Gocha region in Karabakh only and in many other areas, mass killings were committed. My great-grandfather was among those suffered in those massacres. I have only one wish connected to that land, that on the day we return there, my brother will play the saz. One of our most beloved saz melodies is the Gocha Havası. When we return to our ancestral homeland, may the Gocha Havası be played, and may we gather to celebrate that day. God willing, we are waiting for that day with hope. I'm Khayala Yusuf, originally from Western Azerbaijan. My father's family became refugees in 1953. My mother's family was displaced from Western Azerbaijan in 1988 and settled in Baku and Gugark. My mother always lived with a longing for her homeland. She constantly missed her village. Both my mother and father were born in the village of Kur-Araz in Zengezur region. My mother always longed for those lands and lived with the dream of returning. I grew up listening to these stories. I'm a Group 1 disabled person. In 2000, at the age of 14, I fell ill. My illness progressed gradually, and by 2019, I had to begin using a wheelchair. But in my view, being in a wheelchair is not a bad thing. I love my wheelchair very much. I started handcraft work in 2015. The first thing I made was a bracelet for myself. And when I saw it turned out well, I thought, why not continue and turn this into a business? Recently, I have also started weaving handbags. The bags I make are very popular. My handcrafts are mostly colorful. I even have a slogan, "Your life will be colored." I would love to see and visit the village where my mother lived. Perhaps my grandfather's house is still standing.